All right, we're back. I made it. They let me stay. The puns, they will continue.
Oh.
Status update. We're here to tell you how many we've tried and what's been good so far and what's on the radar and what's annoying us because stuff's annoying us. Let's face it.
Stuff's annoying.
Also, my life is very difficult. All right, so we started off at Piatto. The pizza dough bun.
You started off with Piatto.
Yeah, well, yeah, Sarah and I did.
We started off.
The pizza dough bun was better than we thought, which, considering we thought it was going to be amazing, is high praise indeed. What do you think of it, love?
I really enjoyed the sauce. I found it was a really nice overall pizza flavor to it. The ragu and the cheese, they melded really well together. And mine spread nice and evenly over the bottom, so every bite had that nice, warm, comforting flavor. And
it's like a hug for your soul.
There was not enough crispy pepperoni for me, as in couldn't taste it at all.
yeah, I didn't notice it.
The burger itself was good. The cheese was ridiculous. I think they stinged on my ragu because I didn't get a lot. And they put half of Forest on there in terms of arugula. Burger was very good. It was definitely better than their previous two efforts, and their previous two efforts weren't bad. It wasn't as dry as it has been in prior years. I was very
Well, it wasn't dry
happy.
at all this
No, it was
time.
good. And that bun, that might be the Taunton bun of this year. Just like, why don't more people do this?
The tip. Because not everybody has
A wood-fired oven.
a wood-fired oven.
And they weren't kidding about fresh from the oven. I literally watched them take it out of the oven and put the burger on it. It was, whew. Where did you start?
Where did I start?
Oh.
Shit, what was my first one?
Bernard Stanley?
It was Bernard Stanley. Thank you.
For the
I
Katie
went
burger.
For the Katie burger, for the drunken saucy mess. And it was a big ol' saucy mess. So, a couple of my friends went with me, and one of them, so I had the foresight to what?
I don't know what a friend is.
Shut up.
Okay.
So I had the foresight to actually pierce the yolk before I bit my burger. Anyways, one of my friends didn't, and there was a yolk. Yeah, it went everywhere. It was a gigantic mess. So that cappuccino stout and dark chocolate barbecue sauce.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it was real good. It's real messy. It was real good. It was exactly what I would expect from a Bernard Stanley burger. From a style standpoint, it's very much a Bernard Stanley burger. I read it and I went, okay, that's a Bernard Stanley burger. Execution was really good though. The melted cheese in the middle was good. At one point, I had a string going, and I just pulled and pulled and pulled. And it was at the other side of the table before the cheese string broke, and that's very important. Cheese stringiness is very important. I have weird criteria. Again, pretzel bun was good, but it was a Bernard Stanley pretzel bun. We've had it
I'm really curious
before,
about
so I
the
didn't really need to elaborate on that.
roasted corn and red pepper salsa.
It was good. I didn't quite get as much of it as I would have liked. It was good, but it was a little sparse. And I didn't really get much from the fried jalapenos, which I'm kind of okay with because I'm a spice wuss. But, yeah.
So your recommendation for this is to pierce the yolk first to avoid an
Yes.
explosion?
Yes. Also, I hate you for that pun.
You
But yes,
tried that.
so it is actually an over easy egg. Pierce your yolk or you're gonna make a mess. Yeah. That was my first one.
And then you went to Blue on the same day?
Then I went to,
On the same lunch hour.
on the same lunch. Two of the people that I went with are strapping young fellas, and apparently a Bernard Stanley burger is a snack. So they were still hungry, so off, yeah, I know. So off we went to Blue, which I didn't have in its entirety. To be fair, I only had half. I split it with my best friend. Shut up, I'm gonna eat it again, calm down. I am gonna eat it again, it was really good. That coconut curry sauce, though, I would like a vat and a straw and to be left alone
in the
with
corner?
it. Yeah.
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 That's somewhere before.
Yeah, you did hear that somewhere before. Yeah. So, that sauce was...
Yeah, how about the pork belly? Because
It was really good. So for it being not breaded, but dry spiced on the outside, it was not dry at all. The fat was rendered perfectly. Crunch on the outside, nice velvety fat on the pork belly on the inside, and you're drooling like, are you okay?
Nope.
No? Okay.
No, we're going there tomorrow.
Yeah, the peanut sprinkle was a really, really nice touch. A little bit of crunch, nice roast on them. It's really good for texture. I really, really like the patty. The 40-40-20, that 20% shiitake really made it. It was really, really good. And I think I might have to do an encore for that one.
We're going there tomorrow.
Real good.
Before my stand-up comedy performance at the Rose and Thistle, in case anybody was, looking for something to do.
Yeah.
8:30 showtime. Cheap whiskey. Come on down. Support. Laugh. You get to laugh at me.
We laugh at you without having to be invited.
Sure.
Or without having to buy anything.
Or without me making any jokes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But I mean, you laugh at me that way too.
No, that's 'cause you're funny.
So, yeah. Blue's gonna be a good choice.
Blue's good. Yeah.
Blue's good.
So one that we've all had is Saucy Mouth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is a Korean burger.
It really is a Korean burger, and I'm totally okay with it because the kimchi was stellar. So good.
Yeah, it was good.
It was
really
real good.
I don't know if I'd push it to stellar, but it was really good.
Okay, it was really good for me.
Okay, sure. Look, your opinion is perfectly valid.
Okay, good. Because I will fight you
But
otherwise.
you had a different opinion on it, Sarah, in terms of Korean. You had a different flavor, right?
To me, I think it's just the seaweed stood out really strongly, and to me, it tasted like having a burger flavored like sushi.
Yeah, I did get a strong taste from the nori, but I really like nori, so.
Oh, I do too.
Again,
That is not a complaint.
Yeah.
That's just, I guess because I really enjoy sushi, that's the flavor that stood out to me.
Yeah, but then I hit crunch and it wasn't lettuce. And that made me really happy because it was crunch and not lettuce.
Sea lettuce.
Sea lettuce.
Well, I mean, the cabbage is kind of crunchy.
Salty sea lettuce.
The cabbage also gave.
Yeah. The cabbage also gave crunch, but my nori was particularly crunchy, and I was very happy about that.
Now I really want a sushi burger. But
Yeah.
also, the two things stood out for me on that one. First of all, if you had blindfolded me, I would not have known that was a veggie burger.
No.
That patty was...
The patty was really... It was something.
Yeah.
And it wasn't dry, because
No.
so many
No.
veggie burgers are dry. Mine actually dripped. It dripped.
I've
And there
had
was
a
no-
lot of issue with a lot of veggie burgers being over seasoned, and it just
Yeah.
Yeah,
becomes...
because they try to compensate.
They try to compensate
Yeah.
for it not being meat. But no, it was seasoned really well. It was balanced. I know you're going to disagree with me, but my egg was perfect.
I'm not going to disagree
Mine
with you that your egg was perfect.
was how
Yeah, but you
I
don't like
liked it,
Yeah.
but it was not over easy.
Mine was
was
more
overcooked.
Yeah, mine was toward medium. But that gochujang sauce though. My last bite was like egg yolk and gochujang sauce, like this. Yeah.
I enjoyed the egg the way it was because I still got a little bit of runny yolk, so it added, you got that in there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it definitely was more cooked than over easy, and
Yeah.
I didn't have yolk running through as much of it as you would expect.
Yeah.
So the interesting thing for me was that the gochujang and the spicy mayo being on the burger together meant that I had no idea there was spicy mayo on that burger. There was no way to tell.
See,
the gochujang is just gonna.
Yeah, like I took.
Gucci gang.
Yeah. Yeah, I took the top off and tasted them separately because that's what I do. Like I taste each component of the burger separately and then all together. But my gochujang and the spicy mayo were a little bit separated. So because it was so tall, I had to like take a bite from the bottom, take a bite from the top, take a bite from the bottom, take a bite from the top. So I got more of a.
I also found that the bun was really interesting.
I loved it.
I did really like it. I tried to explain it to Andrew, my son, and it was really hard to come up with, because the only comparison I could give him was like when you burn your toast, but not in an unpleasant way, and that's
Okay.
It's a really hard thing to explain. Activated charcoal is not something I think I'd want all the time, but it really was a nice and a different flavor to it.
Yeah.
And if you again, it's something you might have to blindfold yourself to do, because that black bun, I can see it being off-putting for some people.
Yeah.
But it was good though.
I'm not included in those people, but yeah.
No, well, you're not some people.
Mm-hmm.
You're part of the furniture. That's why we love you. All right, and
true.
then Yellow Belly.
Yes.
We
We all
actually
did
went
Yellow
together
Belly.
for that one.
Yes. We actually...
So-
the schedules matched up.
So for me, and I put this in my review, landsdelicious.tumblr.com, check it out. The burger reminded me a
name.
lot of eating a Sunday roast in a farmhouse somewhere. You had the sort of herb,
How?
because you got the pork, and the herb flavoring sort of tastes like the
Okay.
herbs you put on the pork, and then, you know, the root vegetables that came with it.
Okay.
It really sort of gave me that sort of countrified, sort of pastoral feel, almost like you were eating something in a farmhouse, you know?
Okay. I think that might just be a new thing.
Okay. But it was really good.
Yeah. It was really good. The pretzel bun was a bit. I found it a little bit heavy because like the patty is big, and then you've got the cheese and the cheese is fried, and it's a pretzel bun and they're heavy. So I found it. The whole thing like it was good, but it was very dense. It's very satisfying. Go hungry. Don't make it your second burger of the day. But
We all did that though, didn't we?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, but my first burger that day was the governor burger, and it was not small. So, don't.
Our first one was the saucy mouth. So
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair.
The herbed cream cheese worked really well. Pork as it on its own is not a flavorful meat, and it needed something to complement it. And the herbiness of the cream cheese was not excessive.
No, and it was creamy.
Yeah, and it worked really well with the pork. The beetroot and cucumber stuff, whatever the heck that was together, worked really well. I really enjoyed that.
The beet pickled red onion. You mean that one?
Was that red? Was that what it was? There was supposed to be cucumber, beetroot, slaw stuff. Anyway, it was good. And the chicken skin, I'm not sure that I tasted it.
I did.
I definitely did, but wanted more.
There was crunch, but I couldn't
No,
tell
I
for
did.
sure the crunch was from the skin. The chicken skin flavor, it kind of got absorbed by the beetroot slaw and the cream cheese, but it may have been there.
Yeah.
One thing I definitely didn't taste was the pineapple onion dip. I just didn't get it.
I did a little, but it wasn't overpowering. It wasn't really, for lack of a better word, distinct. But there were other bold flavors for that to go in with, so
Yeah.
I can understand it getting a little lost. But
Andrew also
the
mentioned,
pickled onion ring was really good.
yeah, he said that
The pickled onion, sorry.
it made his bottom bun soggy. That's a sentence I never thought I'd have to utter. And I think maybe his was spread a little thicker than mine was, because
It
he
may have
actually
been.
he said that he thinks he lost it in the beet flavor, because beet is naturally sweet, and if you're losing the sweetness with in the beet, sweet beet, then
Beep beep.
it's not hard to see why it could get lost.
Yeah.
So sometimes this happens with the burger battle, is that they overload with good stuff,
Yeah.
and something inevitably ends up
Lost.
missing out.
Like me with Bernard Stanley and the fried jalapeno, I did not get at all.
Right.
But that was a really overpowering, not a really overpowering, it's a really bold flavor profile with that sauce.
Yeah.
The sauce for the pork belly, it was really bold, and I kind of lost my fried jalapeno again, which I'm okay with because
Yeah.
the spice
If
was.
there's something you're gonna lose,
If
jalapeno.
if there's something I'm gonna lose. Yeah.
I want to point out, pork burger, it's so easy to overcook it and
It
dry
is.
it out.
It
and
is.
they did not.
No.
Yeah, I think that.
Which is nice because
Yeah.
you almost expect a pork burger to be dry, but that was not dry at all. And I got a really good piece of chicken skin.
well, screw you then.
Mine was delicious, just not enough. But
Yeah.
like you said, there's never enough.
You could give me the chicken skin from half a chicken and it's not enough. So,
How are we
What?
not all 800 pounds? I don't. But you've had the governor.
I have had the governor.
Giggity. How was the governor?
It's really good. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, you know how I love cheese.
I had heard.
Yeah, you had heard. You know how I love cheese curds.
Sure. They're
Yeah.
cheese. So.
So then you bread it and then you fry it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
so
the thing.
my concern was that it was a little basic. Did it put that to
It was
rest?
not.
Okay.
You were incorrect.
No, I wasn't. It is still basic. It just didn't taste it.
Okay, yes. So that the red ale barbecue sauce is really good. You can definitely taste that it's a beer sauce, but it's not super thick in sauce. Like it's a nice thin sauce. Like it's not too
Overpowering
yes.
and
Okay.
sticky sweet.
Yes. It is sticky sweet, but it's not drowning in sauce. So it is a really nice compliment.
But it says
However,
it's smothered.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says smothered, but it's more of a delicate touch than the smothered.
False advertising.
So,
But the
juicer.
the conversation that we really need to have is about the garlic rosemary bun. Because I want like 6 of them and a tub of butter.
I mean, that is what I really want to try there. So
I am
Yeah.
not a huge rosemary fan. So
But it's not too much rosemary. It's just a nice little touch, and the garlic too. Yeah. No, trust me. You're my friend and I love you, but trust me.
I don't understand why the butt.
Okay. And addressing your back bacon related query. So it is like Canadian bacon. So it's like the ham version of bacon. But it's grilled. So
That
it's
does
not done on the
help.
flap top. It goes on
Yeah.
the grill. So there's actual grill marks on it. And it doesn't dry it out. And what are you doing?
You'd have to watch the starters to get it. It's fine. Ignore me.
Okay. All right. You're okay.
yeah,
Yeah. So, because it's grilled and not like it doesn't.
it
it's
has
not,
a
it's not-
different flavor.
Yeah, and it's not dried out,
Okay.
which is
Yeah,
is the
because
thing.
that is the thing that happens a lot
And
with
that is
back
the thing.
bacon, and that's
And
a
it's-
lot of my hesitation
Yeah,
with it.
and it's like salad greens and not lettuce. It's not lettuce.
Salad greens are lettuce.
It's just a different kind of lettuce.
It's a different kind of lettuce. It's not
But it's
romaine or iceberg.
There you go. It's not romaine or iceberg.
Okay, yeah, it's
still
not
lettuce.
it's not traditional burger lettuce.
Okay.
But it's on paper it reads as being heavy, but it's not. It's more balanced than it reads on paper.
It didn't read as heavy to me. It just read as a barbecue bacon cheeseburger, but
Which
with
generally
a couple
reads
of
as heavy, though.
Fun bits.
Yeah.
Sure. Not as heavy
Yeah.
as the Celtic Hearth reads.
Jesus
and-
Christ help
I
us.
know.
Jesus
We
Christ.
haven't. Yeah, no. That one's for later in the month, when it gets real cold and we need all the extra calories to keep warm.
So tonight is Boca.
Tonight is Boca.
Exciting.
Again with the coordinating of the adult schedules. Tonight's Boca, right?
We should probably have Googled Romesco sauce before
We
we started
probably
this.
have. I kind of want to be surprised though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be surprised. Let's
I
not.
mean, I
Google
could Google it now.
No.
It's all good.
All right. Anyway, damn it! I lost my train of thought. I blame you entirely. I blame you entirely.
It's all good.
And I know we don't talk about sides, but kettle chips.
No.
Yes.
Potatoes bravas tonight.
No, potatoes bravas tonight. But when you go to the governor, you get the tip.
Oh,
Okay.
for God's sake, are we still on the governor?
What?
We
I
had
like
moved
kettle
on,
chips.
and you went back. So
No,
we were
you
I
like
know.
the governor.
No, I really do like kettle chips. No, do you remember last year when Bernard Stanley had the kettle chips with the rosemary aioli, and you went nuts over them because they were kettle chips with rosemary aioli?
No, because I had the curry aioli.
Yeah.
You had the curry
We always
aioli,
did
sorry.
curry.
Because the curry aioli is always correct.
And it's on kettle chips.
I don't care if it's on Jesus toast. The curry aioli is amazing.
All right, fine, whatever. I just really like kettle chips.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Boca looks exciting.
It does.
It's very Spanish. I'm
wonder
interested
why.
in creamy romesco sauce and Spanish pickles. I have no idea what makes them Spanish, as we said.
We can ask.
Or we can just eat. But
We can eat and then ask.
we should probably talk here about some frustrations.
Yes.
People have not predicted how popular this competition is going to be.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to say that we have some small part to play in that because we do hype it up slightly.
We do. I do a lot.
But
I tell all my friends.
Big Boy Bows had sold out 20 minutes before they opened today. Saucy Mouth had sold out 45 minutes after they opened.
Yes.
And I think in general, people just aren't making enough. It's a good problem to have for them.
It's a good thing to run out, but it's also a bad thing when there are people who want to eat the food and then can have the food.
And it sucks for people
And I know
like us.
last night, because I know that Big Boy Bows isn't supposed to be onto the late night menu, and a friend of mine had gone to C2 to get the Big Boy Bow's burger, and apparently they'd run out of both burgers at 6:30. They only opened for dinner service 5:30.
Well, you can order
And
from
Big Boy
Skip.
Bow's, yeah, and for Skip. But the thing is, the Bow's and the C2 burger together, the 2 for $30, was supposed to be part of the late night menu, but they had run out long before the late night menu even started. So
That's the third different pronunciation I've heard of that restaurant's name.
okay, I've been told from a reliable source that technically it's supposed to be C2, but a lot of people say Ceto because that's what they say on the radio.
And I've heard Seto.
And I thought Seto because I'm a dork and used to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! And Seto Kaiba is spelled S-E-T-O.
Yeah. That's what anyway.
Yeah, anyways, pronunciation aside, it is very frustrating.
But it is very... We had an order placed in advance once Skip the Dishes worked for us today. Yeah. We placed our order in advance. Then Skip the Dishes called me and told me they were out of the sides.
Which is fine.
It is fine.
Don't really care about the sides.
But it didn't really make sense because one of the sides that we ordered was fries.
Yeah.
And
anyway.
Yeah.
But then, after they had me change the sides for my order and they contacted the restaurant phoned me to say, no, I don't understand why they asked you to change the sides. We're out of buns and we will be out of buns till at least tomorrow.
Yeah.
And they're not open tomorrow.
No.
And for people like us who are A, completists, and B, basically scheduling burgers so we can fit everything in, we literally have a calendar.
You have a calendar.
Yeah, but if we can't get the meal on the day we want it, it means we have to jig everything around.
Well, that's true.
You know, if it's at 9 o'clock at night and we leave it till the last minute and you've run out, that's completely understandable. But we're 4 days into the competition. If you're still running out, you should have realized by now that you are very popular and that people want your food and you need to make more. You know, call me crazy.
I just personally, my schedule runs very counterintuitive to the Big Boy Bow's thing. And basically the only time that I can get it and not have to sacrifice a night's sleep is Saturdays. So yesterday was a wash, and I've actually booked C2 for this coming Saturday as soon as the doors open, in the hopes that I can get it.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
All right. Well, on that note,
we've done enough bitching.
Yeah.
We're gonna go eat some more burgers. And by some more burgers, I mean Boca.
In our face hole. So stay tuned. Check out the reviews on the Tumblr.
On the Tumblr? How old are you?
The Tumblr.
The Tumblr.
And the Facebook.
Does that mean you're going to the Walmart?
No, never. Ew.
Or to the Costco?
Check out the pictures on the Instagrams.
And then the other videos on the Facebook?
And the YouTubes.
And the YouTubes.
Yes.
I'm judging you forever now.